Hey, and welcome to the second week of reading the Gospel of Mark in our Central Reads Bible reading plan. This week we are reading Mark 7 through Mark 12. There's so many great stories in here in this gospel that's all about following Jesus, about discipleship. I want to draw your attention to the reading that we'll do in Mark 10, which will be on Thursday of this week. There's a story at the end of Mark 10. It's the healing of this blind man named Bartimaeus. He's the only person who's healed in the gospel to have a name. And I think Mark puts this story there as the final kind of healing story, but it's also the final picture of successful discipleship. As you're reading the Gospel of Mark, you will see again and again people kind of getting it, but not really. People taking a step forward and then two steps back. You'll see Peter stumble a bunch of times. You'll see in Mark 10 the question from James and John, who have been following Jesus for years. They just get it totally wrong. You'll see the rich man who Jesus invites to follow him and he can't give up his stuff. Well, Bartimaeus is the guy who finally gets it right, because when Jesus comes to him and calls him to come after him, he throws everything down, he leaves it all behind, and he joins his position on the side of the road. He goes on the road and he follows Jesus. He gets himself into the game. Pay attention to the way that Mark wrote that story and think about that story from a discipleship perspective. What does following Jesus look like if Bartimaeus is sort of the model that we have for discipleship? This is a great week of reading. This is actually Holy Week, and the irony is that we'll end the week with the triumphal entry, Palm Sunday and whatnot, which is what we will have celebrated yesterday on Sunday. I should have lined it up so that we read the Holy Week stuff this week, but I didn't. But yeah, happy reading this week, and if you have any questions, please continue to ask me, email me, stop by. I love to talk Bible with people, so you're always welcome. All right, happy reading.